Clean night. If you are lucky, we look up and see it, the moon, a silent, luminous presence in vast darkness. And yet, in grand story, our cosmos, we often think of moon is a secondary character. Our prize, our reverence is usually reserved to the sun. The sun is the hero of the story. It is the source, the generator, the brilliant, powerful heart of our system. It is self luminous, a symbol of pure, unborrowed power. The moon we think has nothing special of its own. It's just a rock. Its light is not its own. It is borrowed, a pale second-handed reflection of a sun glory. We as humans tend to admire the sun is our world, the innate genius, the self-made titans of industry, the creator who seem a born with an inner fire. We are taught to strive the sun, but tonight on this Monday, the day of the moon, let us pause, let us challenge the basis. Let us look closer at the moon and uncover secret yoga. It practices a profound lesson in how to gain strength, how to find success, and how to bring light to the world. First, we must ask what is the function of the moonlight. It does not compete with the sun. It does not appear in the bright of the day. Yet the moon offers its service only when the world plunged into darkness. In our most vulnerable hours, in the deep of the night when our fears can feel largest, the moon provides a gentle, guiding light. It does not eliminate the darkness, but it gives us enough light to see the path, to find our way. Its first great teaching is it that borrowed light is more than enough to conquer the deepest darkness. Second, consider the quality of light. The sunlight can be harsh, direct, and scalding. We cannot share it without being blinded. That moon takes the same faith's light and transforms it. It offers us cool, gentle, and smoothing radiance. The Sanskrit word for the moon essence, soma, is also the word nectar for a divine, cooling drink. This is why the moon is woven into the most intimate part of our life. It is the moon we show a sleepless child to soothe them into slumber. It is through the moon that a wife on a scared festival night might view the face of her beloved, her love reflected in its gentle light. The moon's borrowed light is relational. It is romantic. It is healing. It makes the sun's overwhelming power accessible to us. And the third, the moon teaches us the beauty of imperfection and change. The sun is constant, always a perfect circle. But the moon is not afraid to be a silver, a half, a disappear entirely. It waxes and wanes. It teaches us that it is okay to be incomplete. It is okay to be phase of growth or phase of retreat. Its periodic disappearance into new moon darkness is a lesson in humanity, in shedding the ego only to rebound and grow towards fullness once again. So we see the gifts, but the correlation, the one of that can transform our own lives, is the principle behind it all. The moon's genius is not in generating light, but its capacity to perfectly reflect a greater light. Its entire purpose, its entire glory is to turn its face fully towards the sun and become a clear, unwavering vessel for its brilliance. And what if I told you that this very act, the act of humbly and faithfully reflecting a greater source of considering by Krishna to be the highest form of yoga? In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjun asked Krishna which path is superior, the path of meditating on an abstract, formless divine, or the path of focusing on a personal divine form with love and devotion. The first is liking, trying to be the sun, to realize the light within. The second is the path of moon to perfectly reflect on light from divine source. Krishna answer is immediate and clear in chapter 12 and verse 2. He says, Maya Vesya Mano Ye Mam Nitya Kruta Upaste Sraddhaya Paroyapetaste Me Yuktama Mata. The blessed Lord said, those who fix their minds on me and are ever steadfast in my worship, endowed with supreme faith, I consider them to be the most perfect in yoga. Let's understand this means. Those who fix their minds on me. This is the yoga of the moon. The moon in its orbit is eternally fixing its mind, its very face upon the sun. As spiritual seekers, we are asked to do the same. We choose a source of light, be it a guru, a scripture, a divine idol, of a principle of a truth, and we orient our lives, our thoughts, our minds towards it. Endowed with a supreme faith, faith Shraddha is quality of the mirror. If our heart is fulfilled with the dust of doubt, cynicism, or ego, the light we reflect will be distorted and dim. But we have supreme faith, our consciousness becomes like is a perfectly polished, unblemished mirror, able to reflect the light with maximum clarity and brilliance. And Krishna conscious conclusion is considered them to be the most perfect in yoga. This is stunning validation. The path of the humble reflector is not a lesser path, it is supreme path because it is a path free of the yoga's trap. The one that claims the light is my light. The moon's glory is the lack of ego. It makes no claim on the light it sheds, and it is the surrender. It achieves its own unique and essential form of greatness. So you do not need to have your own light. It's a rare soul who is born as a sun. The rest of us can learn the yoga of the moon. We can borrow light from the wisdom of the great teacher who comes before us. We can borrow strength from the love and support of the community family. We can borrow grace from our connection to the divine. To borrow light is not a sign of weakness. It is the act of profound intelligence and humility. It is the choice of align yourself with a source of power greater than your individual self. And the thought that alignment, you too can become big, you too can gain strength, you too can achieve a success that illuminates the world around you. Let's close with this thought. You do not have to be the sun to be brilliant. You do not have to be generate your own fire to bring on the world. True greatness is not always profound in the being the south. Sometimes its highest path is to become perfect, humble, and luminous, reflect of truth, a wisdom, a love that is greater than yourself. Look up the moon night tonight. See it not as a borrower, but as a master yogi, a silent teacher faithfully turning its face toward the light, so that we, in our darkest humor, might have enough hope to find our way.